All right. I guess we are on.
We're on?
We are.
All right. Hello, everyone. We had taken a hiatus and we took a little break last few months, but we are back with our couch conversations. And I'm going to introduce myself, Monir, clinical social worker for the past 20 plus years.
And I'm Afie trying to fix my necklace. Well, I decided to say parapsychology, spiritual teacher or life coach because it gets really deep into the intuitive or energy field um, and more. You can
And more
always
author,
check our website,
healer.
AfieLarimer.com. Yeah, the book, Expressway to Clarity. It really helps to quiet your mind and bring balance to your mind, body, spirit, emotion, special at this time.
Mhm.
And so we decided to just have a chat and have this little conversation about the weekly guidance and call it couch talk or spiritual updates.
Mhm. Yes, and again, we were talking on the couch right before we started recording, and
We are
once,
on the couch.
and she asked, we were talking about being in our head and how it holds us back from who we are as a whole. And then we both said, let's stop and start recording this. This is the nuggets of information we want to share with all of you. So Afie John, I'm going to go back to what we were talking about and how you were saying how harmful it is that we stay so much in our mind and let our mind just run with worries, thoughts, what ifs, or all the things we have to do. Can you elaborate on that?
Right. The best thing is when you're feeling uneasy, you just have to kind of examine, why do I feel this way? The challenging part is for you to stay present with how you feel. That's the hard part, because we tend to forget and we get distracted from everyday life, experiences. So as soon as you get to the point of asking, like, why do I feel this way? You get guidance through your energy field to come from the head and start feeling, go to the heart. So when you get to the heart never fails guiding you, and always telling you the truth. So for example, if the heart said, well, why don't you go for a walk? Oh, in a way you feel like, oh, I'm missing nature. In a way sometimes you feel like, I'm missing my friends to go out, to chat with them, or I'm missing reading a book. So listen to your guidance, what your guidance is, what your feelings, because feelings is the way, I call it expressway to clarity. So you remember to question, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel sad when I woke up this morning? That's one way to look at it. And as soon as you're aware of it, and then take yourself to that space of gratitude also. The first thing in the morning, you just examine your feelings, your emotions, how you feel, or what kind of voice your head is telling you, or what kind of conversation you have within you. And then if doesn't feel comfortable, that means you're not in the heart,
Yeah.
so it's challenging. Sometimes you get up, it's like a rush, get to work and take the kids, to school, make them lunch or whatever it is. But only a few minutes. When you get up, just open your eyes and take a deep breath and see how you feel before you even getting up from the bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said to noticing when you're not feeling right. What I find, and I know our popular culture teaches us, shut down your feelings and get the work done. Go from task A to B to C, productivity. So that's how we are. And personally, on my regular work day, I don't even notice I'm not how I'm feeling because I'm so much in my head. Sometimes my shoulder or head starts hurting or my lower back. That's the time that sometimes if it's bad enough, I'll have to stop and check in. Where before I would just try to take a Advil or Tylenol to stop the pain and keep going from my head.
Right. So the load that you're feeling, imagine that all the thoughts you're having, that rush feeling, all the stress, it's you carrying a big box on top of your head, you know, and you're filling up, and all the pressure from your thoughts is pressuring your shoulders. So you're carrying this luggage or baggage, I call it, and not knowing that you're leading our physical mind, because physical mind always here to create chaos. That's how we designed it. But when you get to realize that, hey, my shoulders, because your shoulders is kind of like knocking on the door and just say, hey, you know, just unload. Why are you carrying this? That means when you're aware of it, that awareness always goes to the heart, and then you feel that, oh, so I've been thinking too much, I've been expecting too much from myself, I've been worried too much, I've been rushing. In that space, as soon as you're aware of that pain and that pain kind of knocks, and then you open the door, just say, sort of, what can I do for you? Almost 99.9%, you know that you've been in the head too much. And that's when we get imbalance from masculine energy and feminine energy that we talked about before. So going back and forth between the head and the heart, it brings you balance. And then as soon as you get that message, then your shoulders are going to feel good, your neck is going to be relaxed, and that's how you heal yourself. I call it healing self with source, sort of, when you get to the heart, because the heart is connected to all that is energy of divine.
And since I have been working with you and you have been guiding me and helping me to become more attuned throughout my day, I have had less pain, and the shoulder and neck pain has decreased tremendously. But I'm sharing this for our listeners because I know I'm not the only one who struggles with this. The other part that you mentioned, the masculine and feminine energy, they're both valuable for both females and males, but keeping it balanced is very powerful. And that's where we find our power and strength, right? So I'm trying, the word embodiment is even becoming a big phrase in the therapy community or psychodynamic community. So embodying and balancing my masculine and feminine energy. Can you talk a little about that? Because I know you've talked about when I'm in my head, I'm in my masculine energy.
Right.
When I can embody and check in with my body and get in tune with how I'm feeling, now I'm in my feminine, and they're both equally important, right? So how do I, through my day?
Yes. So whatever discussion we have, it's just our opinion. So you take whatever it feels good to you, but this is our ways of doing things, and you don't have to do it. We are not doctors here, so just to make sure. But we get guidance. Both of us receive guidance. Both of us, we are, you know, helping people, light workers or original ones, whatever you want to call it. So we are using our intuition. So whatever we say, please, you know, see what works for you. And this is not something guaranteed that would work for anybody. So we're going back to embodiment. The way I get guidance it's kind of embodiment is what you allow, what kind of energy do you allow to come through this beautiful body, this machine, this I call it taxi, or our spirit comes to this beautiful home, you know, to experience life. So again, all of us have masculine and feminine energy, but we learn that, oh, masculine is separate, feminine is separate, and you guys have to, you have to judge each other, start a fight, and these
Compete.
are compete, right? We are better, we are stronger, you're feminine, you're weak. So none of all this. We just have to bring that into that space of one, because when we are in the head, I see it as we're in the masculine. When we are in the heart, you're in the feminine. So we need both masculine and feminine. That's how we embody it. So we have to release any beliefs that's separating us from who we truly are. So when you marry your head with your heart, in that space, you're free of all this suffering, judgment. And I have to tell you, this is a process. It doesn't happen overnight, because over the lifetimes, over the years, we believe that, hey, I'm a female, I'm weak, I have to obey, depends on your culture, masculine, and they're stronger, they're leaders, they're, they can make more money, whatever you want to call it, I won't go into details, but you know what I'm talking about. So the true embodiment is to bring that wholeness into that space of one. So, did I answer your question?
Yes, I mean, everything you say, every sentence, we could talk about it for hours.
Yeah.
So this is scratching the surface, because we want to make like little short videos to help you think, plant the seeds, and reevaluate for yourself of how you can be connected with your own spirit and find your power. So if I want to become more into my body and less in my head, what are 3 practical things I could do every day? Like, for example, well, I mean, if you have more, I know you have plenty, but one of it would be, I know, to stop and take some deep breaths, right? What are things that I could do, little tricks throughout the day that I could stay embodied within my present?
Right. I think the first thing is when you wake up in the morning, just be aware and witness yourself, that who you are, why are you here, and that who you are, it's the part of your spirit that is experiencing this physical body. And lately I've been guided that know that you're not alone. I have this group of one that has been helping me for years. They always remind me of that we are always here to assist you. It's not just me. You have guardians, you have a group of one too. So when you open your eyes, just say, for me personally, that works for me. It's, source, God, lead me the way today. And you surrender to that. That's one. The second one is, if you get to that space of that tension through your body, go to your breath. That's another way. There's many ways. Yeah. The reason breath works for me, because the guidance says the breath is the umbilical cord between you and the source.
Wow.
So when you breathe in, source is breathing in with you. When you breathe out, source is breathing out with you. And when you do that, you feel the tingling. I feel it through my legs, through my body. So you feel that because you're connected. You get connected in that space. And then the third one, simple walking on the grass, smelling the roses. I always kiss the roses and thank them for such a short life. They're here to serve us. It's so beautiful. These are just a couple of them. There are many ways,
So that's then we feel these sensations through our body.
You feel it.
For you, you say you feel the tingling. For me, I feel just immediate, relax,
Peace,
right? Peace.
Right.
And I if I'm thinking about something or need to make a quick decision with work or with family, that decision comes to me in peace, as opposed to from anxiety or from pressure.
Right, because that anxiety comes from the head and the peace comes from the heart.
So
and
that's,
heart cannot lie. Love cannot lie, true love, unconditional love.
and I understand a lot of our listeners who are, this subject is new to them. Again, our popular culture, and I don't mean just who lives in the United States, I think this is everywhere from different cultures, is being in touch with our feelings and our heart and love. That's kind of weakness. And staying strong, I'm in the head, I'm in control. So this is a very different concept, that how
Yes.
we could, with our softness and being in tuned and embodying that peace and connection, we can actually be really in true control of our own self and our own powers and light, right?
Right. And the thing is, you feel it. If you're in the head, you'll feel that tension, as Monir was saying at the beginning, you have headache, to backache, your neck. So through you scanning how you feel, to whatever thoughts you tell yourself, that's how you can sort and select, just say, oh, that feels good, that doesn't feel good, that means I don't have to listen to that. Yeah.
A lot of good stuff.
A lot is coming. It's like we're trying to make it short, but you're right. For people that just, these are new ways of thinking. But it's very simple. Whatever feels good to you, if you feel like you want to swim, why not go to swim? I mean, of course, use your, discernment, depends on what if you for your highest good and highest good of all. If you want to change job, you hate your job and you don't want to teach, don't be worried, because your guidance would say, well, follow your passion, do the job that you excites you, and don't be afraid, because again, truly, I believe that the heart speaks through the divine. And again, be aware, depends on what love you're talking about, So yeah, that's what it is. Very simple.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Simple, but not easy to do. It's something we have to practice and develop that muscle.
We have to relearn everything. The secret is to question everything. If something doesn't make sense to you, question it. As soon as you question it, you stay quiet and goes to the heart, and then you hear the guidance. And if you have any questions, you can just email us. I mean, what do you call it? In the comments.
Comments.
And subscribe also, because we're trying to behave, so we make more videos. We're both mothers and busy, So just let us know.
Questions, any topic you want us to talk about on our next video. We're here to support and expand the light and consciousness, and tune into our authentic, peaceful power.
Yeah. And also, we are on Zoom too, Monday nights, if you like to join us for meditation and weekly guidance. If you go to my website, you'll see all the information, or you can email us at mine is Afie at AltarWithin.com, or Afie Latimer, LATTIMER.com, and or comments, Thank you so much, and we love you. Kissing you. Thank you, Monir.
Thank you.
Great teacher. I have a great teacher here.
My master.
All right. Well, see you next time.